Right now, live at 5, COVID relief is on the way, but is it enough? We're hearing from President-elect Biden, who is vowing to get more help to both people and businesses in the year ahead. On a local level, some good news as St. Louis County health officials report COVID-19 hospitalizations have declined across the region. Plus, how students in Ashland are paying it forward this holiday season. And later,
the Blue Santa program delivers presents to kids all around Duluth.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look over the city of Duluth. With vaccines in circulation and a national stimulus bill on its way to the president's desk, the fight against COVID seems to be entering a new phase. But many businesses still say they are running out of time. Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki. Thanks for joining us tonight. President-elect Joe Biden warned darker days are still ahead in the coronavirus pandemic during a speech in Delaware. He vowed to work with Congress to get more COVID relief next year after lawmakers passed a measure last night. He also called on President Trump to get tough on cyber attacks. Skylar Henry is on Capitol Hill with more.
In a pre-holiday address, President-elect Joe Biden had harsh words for President Trump's handling of a suspected Russian cyber attack on multiple companies and federal agencies.
This assault happened on Donald Trump's watch when he wasn't watching. It's still his responsibility as president to defend American interests for the next 4 weeks.
The address comes the same day President Trump is expected to sign a $900 billion COVID relief package. The administration says many Americans could start to see direct payments as soon as next week.
The bill is not a long-term bill, it's a survival bill.
The Senate Minority Leader said that he spoke with the president-elect by phone after the bill's passage and that both agreed that they'll need a, quote, bigger, bolder bill after Mr. Biden takes office.
Congress did its job this week, and I can and I must ask them to do it again next year.
Vice President Mike Pence praised the administration's handling of the pandemic during a campaign-style speech in Florida.
Under Operation Warp Speed, we have come to the beginning of the end of the coronavirus pandemic.
Meanwhile, President-elect Biden will nominate Connecticut Education Commissioner Miguel Cardona for Education Secretary. California Governor Gavin Newsom has chosen his Secretary of State, Alex Padilla, to succeed Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. Padilla will become the first Latino to represent the Golden State in the U.S. Senate.
Congress has left for the holidays, but members are planning to possibly come back next week if President Trump vetoes the national defense bill. Congress passed the bill over a week ago, but the president has yet to sign it. In response to Congress passing another COVID relief package, Representative Pete Stauber hosted a conference call to hear from Northland business owners. Under the relief package, small businesses can receive $282 billion in paycheck protection loans. But Northland business owners are still concerned about whether they'll be able to make ends meet in the coming months. Last week, Governor Walz extended his ban on indoor dining and limited the opening of gyms. Despite the aid, Representative Stauber says small businesses are not out of the woods yet.
You know, nothing that Congress passes can replace a full churning economy just like we had 10 months ago. And I'm going to continue to fight for a full reopening in the days to come.
Stauber voted to pass the COVID relief deal. Coming up at 6, we hear from an area business owner who shares her frustration with the latest restaurant restrictions. Encouraging news today from St. Louis County health officials who say COVID-19 hospitalizations have declined across the county. During a virtual news conference today, Amy Westbrook, the county's Public Health Division Director, said hospitalization rates have declined in the last month. Westbrook said right now there is an average of 6 hospitalizations per week, about half of what the county experienced in November. She said while the community transmission rate remains high, the new data offers some hope, thanks in part to the governor's restrictions.
And we're starting to see community transmission come down, where most of the county is still in widespread, unchecked community transmission rates, but they are coming down. We haven't seen our deaths follow that trend yet, unfortunately.
Westbrook and hospital officials said despite the encouraging news, along with the arrival of the vaccine, now is not the time to let your guard down. Today, Governor Walz, alongside Minnesota health experts, gave an update on vaccinations throughout the state. Since the Pfizer vaccine arrived last week, almost 3,000 healthcare workers have received the first dose. We also learned nearly 95,000 doses of the Moderna vaccine will begin arriving this week, with most being delivered tomorrow. The first doses will be distributed at long-term care facilities. While this is a step in the right direction, it's going to be a while before the vaccine is widely available. Health officials said the goal is to make sure everybody who wants to get vaccinated can. And for those who are hesitant, the governor hopes to ease their concerns.
The vaccine won't get us out of this alone. Vaccination is what will get us out of this. And so I'm just encouraging folks as your time comes up and your opportunity to know that the science is solid behind this, that the vaccine not only protects you, it protects the spread to others, those who may be more vulnerable.
Jan Malcolm, commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Health, also spoke this afternoon. She said the good news is case growth and hospitalizations are continuing to trend downward across the state, which means the steps being taken are working, and she hopes Minnesotans won't let their guards down. The state of Minnesota and 3M are working together to prevent 500,000 counterfeit N95 masks from being distributed to Minnesota healthcare facilities. In a cease and desist letter, 3M requested the vendor to immediately surrender the counterfeit masks for removal from circulation. Supply Link Incorporated has cooperated with that request. The counterfeit respirators, valued at $2.1 million, will be returned over to 3M for destruction. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers announced another tool in the fight against COVID-19. The governor today announced a partnership with Vault Medical Services to provide free, at-home COVID-19 saliva tests to residents at no cost. Wisconsin residents will be able to test in front of a testing supervisor on Zoom and then mail it back to the lab with results coming via email within 72 hours. Along with the contact tracing app being available tomorrow, Governor Evers urges residents to use the tools necessary in fighting the coronavirus.
But the bottom line is that these tools don't work on their own. We must continue the strategies we know can and will help stop the spread of our state, especially with the holidays upon us, by staying home, wearing a mask, and practicing physical distancing.
Evers also encourages Wisconsin residents to celebrate with small family gatherings during the holidays. Well, Dave's here for a first look at the weather. Dave, you have your eye on some snow heading our way.
Yeah, that low pressure system's made it now from the Pacific across the Rockies and into the plains and is heading our way. And our snow chance has bumped up from 50% last night to 80% now. So to the map we go. The upper Midwest situation shows that low pressure system starting to ease out of Montana towards the Dakotas, leading with a warm front, which will keep us fairly mild overnight. But that cold front starts to hit as early as tomorrow afternoon. And then way to the top of the map, you see high pressure ready to take over on Thursday. All right, how much snow are we going to get? Some of the latest charts indicate that Minnesota, especially closer to the lake and the South Shore, could run 6 to 10 inches there of fresh holiday snow, and then farther inland in the UP about 3 to 6 possible there. Again, if the numbers and the models go up or down from here until tomorrow, we will update them as quickly as we can and show you the latest results. But I'll formulate it up. This looks like Wednesday's day planner. Could be snowing lightly in the morning, then more moderately in the afternoon, finally tapering off tomorrow night. And it goes away as early as Thursday to be replaced by an Arctic outbreak. We'll talk about that thing's duration coming up after a break.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, keeping the holidays bright for those in need. Plus, the Christmas spirit is alive and well in Hibbing. City by City is next. And coming up tonight at 6, after already disbursing more than $1 million in funds, a new campaign is seeking donations for Northland communities.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3. Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
I will always be ready
for every storm.
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
At Bender's Shoes, we know that comfort starts from the ground up. We carry some of the best brands available, and our selection of boots and booties has never been better. Stop in to Bender's Shoes, where comfort is always in style. Located in Grand Rapids, Hibbing, and Duluth.
Is your child on track? As a caregiver, we love watching babies reach milestones, like that first smile, that first giggle, first steps and words. Some children need a little extra help to learn and grow. If you've noticed that your child isn't reaching certain milestones, don't worry. Free help is available for children ages birth to 5. Whether your child is at home, in daycare, or in preschool, the Help Me Grow referral system connects you to the early intervention program in your area. Visit helpmegrowmn.org or your local school district to make sure your child is on track.
I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. Safety is our top priority, so our workers are following all CDC guidelines to ensure the safety of both our customers and employees. Get your dream bathroom for 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments till 2022. All of our products are backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval and come with a lifetime warranty. For a free estimate, call us today or go online to book your appointment. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Be smart. Be active. Be confident. Vision Pro Optical is here for you, specializing in eye exams, glasses, contacts, and billing your insurance. Serving the Northland for more than 30 years with you as our focus. Visit visionprooptical.com for hours and location details. Vision Pro Optical. Be and be seen.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look at Bentleyville. Dave will have your full forecast coming up in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. Paying it forward in Ashland, plus a holiday celebration for the whole community in Hibbing. That and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Let's start things off in Ashland, where student volunteers have worked to brighten the holidays for 100 of their classmates this Christmas. The Pay It Forward project is made up of Ashland High School students and adult volunteers. The project aims to provide gifts and clothes to those in need across the community. The project's outreach has steadily grown since its inception 4 years ago. This year, the group's craft fundraiser was canceled, but thanks to community support and donations, they were able to pull off their biggest season of giving yet. Now we'll head over to Hibbing, where the spirit of the season is still alive despite the cancellation of several key holiday events due to COVID-19. Area teacher Jen Forer has worked to bring a new COVID-friendly celebration to her community, and tomorrow at 6 o'clock, it comes alive. A musical tour is scheduled to be broadcast both virtually and on the radio, and will include local talents like the Hibbing Northern Lights Choir. Residents are invited to drive around for the Christmas light displays and keep their eyes open for 6 handcrafted gnomes scattered throughout town. If you find a gnome, post a picture of it on the group's Facebook page for the chance to be entered into a drawing. Now, finally, we'll finish off in Grand Rapids, where property owners will not see an increase to their property taxes this year, though they won't see any cuts either. Itasca County approved the levy of more than $41 million, the exact same amount from 2020. The levy was approved during last Tuesday's county board meeting and was approved 4-0. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, the United Way is serving those who have served us this holiday season.
Today's high and low haven't been calculated yet, but we can see that it hit 22 below on this morning back in 1983. That was a pretty chilly Christmas. Christmas Day dawned at 30 below in Winton that year, as I recall. And this year, it's going to be brisk, but not that cold, and in between a snowstorm. So we'll talk about all of this coming up after our break.
Season 2 is here, y'all. And yes, I am in an eye patch. How much more, Kelly, can it
The
get?
Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
Benedictine Living Community of Duluth, where health, wellness, and choice come to life. Nestled on the beautiful campus of the St. Scholastica Monastery and the College of St. Scholastica, the Benedictine Living Community provides a full range of living options and care services. This continuum of care is designed to be seamless to help our residents to age in place. Visit us today. Benedictine Living Community of Duluth. Living fully, living well.
Thanks for the ride to practice.
How often do you play?
As often as I can. But right now, I have to shop for a Medicare plan.
Well, UCare has a range of Medicare Advantage options, with plan premium starting at $0 a month. By the way, thanks for wearing your skate guard.
It's just hard to ride with my hockey bag, you know?
Oh, trust me, I know.
The holiday season is truly the most magical time of the year. It's the perfect time to appreciate Duluth's beautiful downtown waterfront district. Everything is a little different this year, but it has never been more important to support the local businesses you know and cherish. Enjoy the sights, safely browse local shops, and bring home tasty treats. This year, your gathering will be smaller and your visit shorter, but your loyalty and commitment make a big impact. The Greater Downtown Council invites you to celebrate the season.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Duluth Casino welcomes you back. COVID safety protocols are in place.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt this morning.
And the below-average trend
Thanks so much for joining us. So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. on CBS3. When severe weather hits, tune to CBS3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night. Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
With a winter storm looming, the National Weather Service has already put into place for tomorrow a winter storm warning for the Minnesota side of the border, and then for Wisconsin, a winter storm watch. So far, folks in the Upper Peninsula are off the hook. So if some places are going to get only 3 to 6 inches of snow, it just might be the UP. It looks now right at this moment that Minnesota will be closest to getting the 10 inches that are on our charts. And we'll talk more about that here in just a bit, of course. But before we get into the forecast, we talk about the here and now with current conditions from the airport in Duluth. 29 degrees. Oh, it's going to be a while before we get to 29 again. Tomorrow we start to cool in the afternoon. Relative humidity right now is 85%. Easterly, southeasterly winds going 20 miles per hour here in the Twin Ports. So on top of that winter storm watch and warning, we also have a gale warning out on the lake. 29.72 inches of mercury is the air pressure. That's on the low side, of course. That low is right on our doorstep. Current temps, upper 20s to about 30 in the Upper Peninsula, low 30s for northwestern Wisconsin, and upper 20s to about 30 degrees for folks here in Minnesota. With a cold front coming with that low, of course, first we're going to warm up a bit tonight and perhaps through early afternoon tomorrow. Then the cold front starts to take temperatures down several pegs tomorrow afternoon, and by Thursday, an Arctic chill comes in for a couple of days, and we'll talk about how long that's going to last in more detail in just a bit. But right now, the Doppler map shows lighter snows associated with the warm front of the low have already been going through the area and haven't really left much in the way of accumulations. But again, this is just the precursor. This is the starting pistol, so to speak, for the storm system, which will take until about midnight tomorrow to get through our region, bringing an 80 to 90% chance for snow. 80% for Minnesota, 90% for Wisconsin. In between the two risks there for folks in the Upper Peninsula. Then by Thursday, well, the snow chance really goes away fairly rapidly as higher pressure from the Arctic charges in, comes to call, and takes us down to cooler than normal levels. I'm not going to say cold or bitter, because if we go towards 510 below, that's child's play, frankly, for our region. But it will be fairly brisk for our Christmas Eve and our Christmas Day before, come the weekend, we moderate just a little bit. Tonight's forecast in Minnesota, it says the temperatures are going to be pretty mild, upper 20s to even mid-30s, with light snow already happening for some towns and could come back again as the night goes on. About a 30% chance for that. Light snow still possible for Wisconsin and the UP, 29 to 33 for the temps there. Then for tomorrow in the morning, we achieve these highs in the mid to upper 30s for Wisconsin and the UP. Then temperatures start to go down in the afternoon, and moderate snow again could run from 6 to 10 inches on the South Shore through the Bayfield Peninsula, but lesser amounts in the Upper Peninsula. Minnesotans just might run 6 to 10, maybe the 6 towards the Twin Ports here, and the 10 more likely from International Falls towards Ely. Windy tomorrow too, still 20-mile-an-hour winds. And then it all calms down for Christmas, but cools down too. Fairly sunny Thursday and Friday. High temp, 2 on Thursday, 10 on Friday. And then we go towards 20 for the weekend. So we'll call that moderation by our standards, Kristen.
I guess so. Thanks, Dave. The United Way is using this season of giving to give back to those who have served this country. Today, the United Way of Northeast Minnesota donated $5,000 worth of meals to veterans in need. 50 individual meal kits valued at $100 each were delivered to community veterans across the Iron Range. Recipients were selected by local veterans organizations based on need. The United Way says each meal kit contained fresh produce and a ham. Some of the kits even included a Zoop's gift card. It's the United Way's 4th year of running the drop-off. The Duluth Police Department spent Tuesday morning delivering Christmas gifts to children around the city, all part of the Blue Santa program. Children were nominated by various local youth organizations and officers who have met the kids. With more than $10,000 from donations and community grants, police officers took on the role of Santa, purchasing and wrapping gifts for the kids. In years past, they've done an in-person event with the kids, but this year officers chose to deliver the gifts or have parents pick them up. Community officer Jim Forsyth says seeing the kids and the joy it brings is the reason they have the program year after year.
Is to build some positive relationships with the kids. And it's also beneficial for the officers that go there, because we sometimes see these families in the worst of scenarios, and this is a good way to boost the morale of officers too.
Thanks to donations, police were able to give out 30 $200 Target gift cards and 20 $200 Super One gift cards to different families. Still to come, how the drive-through light display idea is spreading across the nation this holiday season.
We pick up the phone because it's ringing. Hello, this is Sam. That's simple human sense.
Ask J3 Insurance in Duluth if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes.
Well, this holiday season, you can celebrate knowing you look your best with Plexiderm.
Lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch while you and I talk. And you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. And I did this to my father. We were at home, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It feels great. Looks even better.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. Plexiderm, seriously, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to, like, get rid of the bags? And
Yeah, it absolutely could be a daily thing. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This holiday season is the best time to get Plexiderm for only $14.95.
$1.95 and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Let A1 Movers help bridge the gap from your old house to your new home. We have the tools for all of your relocating needs. Big or small, we move them all. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, we help get you where you need to go as safely and efficiently as possible. A1 Movers specializes in making hard work easier, saving you time and your back. To schedule your move, call or visit a1movers.com today.
Coming up tonight, the Blue Santa program delivers toys to kids all around Duluth.
Most of the region is covered by a winter storm watch for Wednesday. We'll talk about potential snow totals
tonight at 6 on Live Local CBS3.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt this morning.
And the below average trend
Thanks so much for joining us. So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. on CBS3. For coverage that matters most to you, tune to CBS3.
This holiday season, many are trying to find creative ways to celebrate while staying safe. Nancy Chen shows us how families are flocking to drive-through holiday light displays as a festive alternative.
It's not unusual to have a sold-out night at this holiday light display in Westchester County, New York.
It was the best light show.
With as many as 1,500 cars passing through a bright and socially distanced winter wonderland.
Especially with COVID going on, it's a nice, safe way to get families and kids out.
The Westchester Parks Foundation has organized the holiday attraction for the past 6 years, usually with performers in an ice skating rink. But this year, they turned their lights into the main attraction.
We're seeing people coming in multiple cars with friends in other cars and really just celebrating the season together.
The pandemic-friendly setup requires families stay inside their cars once they're on the route, keeping a safe distance from everyone else. It's precautions like those making displays like these popular around the country.
There's millions and millions of lights.
In Southern California, the rides at Six Flags Magic Mountain are closed, but the amusement park is hosting its first ever drive-through experience.
I love it. It's so much fun.
Oh, it's awesome. They did a beautiful job.
And the lights are on at LA's Dodger Stadium, with cars taking a lap around the home of baseball's 2020 world champions. Of course, a guest appearance adds some extra sparkle.
And I will see you soon. Merry Christmas.
A glimmer of light at the end of a twinkling tunnel.
And just a reminder, Duluth's own holiday light display, Bentleyville, of course, is set to go through the new year.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, 2020 will go down in history as America's deadliest year. And we're learning the new, more contagious COVID strain is likely already in the U.S. Plus, an American college girl jailed in the Cayman Islands for violating COVID laws, what her parents are asking the president to do. And it's the season of giving, how a celebrity chef is feeding the hungry and providing a lifeline to small businesses. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
Change the future of medicine from the convenience of home. Join the All of Us research program to help improve health research and speed up medical breakthroughs. Visit essentialhealth.org/allofus to learn more.
Complying with national guidelines is made easy with the Cetus commercial Touchless forehead thermometer. The instant read LCD digital display yields an accurate body temperature reading from 2 to 4 inches within half a second. From schools, offices, shops, and all other public places, keep yourself safe and compliant with a hands-free thermometer that's easy to install and easier to use. Visit www.cetusonline.com. That is CETUSonline.com.
When Subaru shares the love, good things happen. Over 64,000 pets supported. Over 2,500 wishes granted. Over 2 million meals provided. Over 400 national parks protected. In fact, Subaru and our retailers will have proudly donated over $200 million to national and hometown charities through the Subaru Share the Love event.
Visit Miller Hill Subaru today, online at millerhill.com.
Mount Royal Market has express online shopping. Shop online and select your items. Your personal shopper carefully gathers everything on your list. Schedule your pickup and we deliver right to your car. Express online shopping from Mount Royal Market. Let us take care of you.
It's the season for streaming and the perfect time to power up all your devices with Extreme Internet. Call today and save with prices as low as $19.99 a month for 1 year. Go dashing through your shows with amazing speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig. Powerful in-home Wi-Fi and 99.99% network reliability. Enjoy the gift of high-speed entertainment for as low as $19.99 a month for 1 year. Dial 844-EXTREME2.
When severe weather hits, tune to CBS3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Tuesday evening. Let's take a quick look at some of today's top stories and a peek at what's coming up tonight at 6. President-elect Joe Biden warned darker days are still ahead in the coronavirus pandemic. During a speech in Delaware, he vowed to work with Congress to get more COVID relief next year after lawmakers passed a measure last night. And he called on President Trump to get tough on cyber attacks. And tonight at 6, 8 Northland small business owners joined Congressman Pete Stauber on a call to discuss what they need from the government. Under the relief package, small businesses can receive $282 billion in Paycheck Protection Program loans. Coming up tonight, we'll hear from business owners who say they need a better plan to keep them afloat. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you right back here at 6.